lower expectations, not raise them. Woo! Well, good evening. Oh, can't even start. We'll try again. Good afternoon. Nope, evening. Too much caffeine. Good evening. Thank you so much for coming out in this miserable weather. Can you believe this weather? This is ridiculous, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Woo. If it could just make up its mind, I would be happy. Could it be snow? Could it be rain? This rain, snow, to sleet is getting to me. What really bothers me are the people in Florida who keep posting pictures of their magnificent weather out on the boat, in the sand. Okay, we got it. Enough, really, seriously. But listen, I've just went and bought a new car recently, and I don't know if you guys have done this, but I leased a car, which you sign almost as many paperwork as when you buy a house for this. But it's a 2019 model. And they said, we have to set you up for an education class. An education class? Yeah, because there's so many bells and whistles, you have to learn all the new stuff. I said, I don't need it. It's a car. Just set up just help me with my phone and set it up. So I went in there, and you pull into your garage for the first time, and it starts, hello.
Hello.
Don't blame the man behind me.
It's a Wizard of Oz! A wizard! How are we doing?
Dorothy. That better?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, you can hear you now.
All right, there you go.
What are you doing?
He's adjusting her.
Because I'm taller than him. There's so few people I'm taller than him. I'm just so excited.
That was Erin O'Donnell. Thanks, everybody. Give a big round of applause.
So when I was in the education class, sorry, he threw me off here. When I was in my education class, they explained that this car has lane assist. Lane assist, right? So if you swerve or you change lanes without using a signal, it not only beeps, but the car shutters on you, right? So I said, turn this off. And they said, why? I said, I'm Irish Catholic. I already have guilt over the fact that I, made the infraction to begin with. I don't need the added buzz and beeping to let me know that I've done this. If you don't think I'm keeping track of this, I am. I got it. Turn that off. They said, okay, fine. So I turned it off. Now, about 2 weeks go by, and I decided to take it in for a car wash. Bring it in for the car wash, right? I bring it in. It's one of these ones that hops on the rail, and then it pulls the car through. Apparently, I have collision warning system. I've never been inside a nuclear facility during a meltdown, but I think it sounds something like this. Every alarm was going off. It felt it was being attacked from all sides. It's showing me on the display, front, side, back, being attacked. And here's the best part. It locks up the wheels.
Oh, no.
Because it thinks you're hitting things, right? Which is fine if you're not on a track. And you can't see. So I don't know if I'm sideways, I don't know if I'm backwards. I know that the roller has gone underneath the wheels. Oh my God, in heaven. So anyway, so here's an important note. Learn if you get a new car, how to turn this function off before you go into the mic. It's really a public service announcement, I have to tell you. So anyway, my parents are down in Florida. They're wonderful people down in Florida. They have a gorgeous place down there, and I'm going to go down and visit. But the best part about this, I go down in about 3 weeks, and on Friday I received a phone call from my mom. Listen, when you're down here, where would you like to go to lunch on Tuesday when you get down here? Tuesday? Erin, it's in the middle of the season. We got to plan ahead. So we need to know what you feel like you're going to want. Do you want Italian? Do you want Mexican? Do you want this? What do you want? Oh my God. So what I've kind of developed a system is we don't plan dinners. That way I don't have to plan them 3 weeks in advance. We'll go somewhere for lunch, and then we'll make our own dinner. So here's what happens when you go to lunch. These two people. Don't tell them I said this. You'll be in the middle of lunch, and you'll be eating salad or whatever, and they will suddenly announce that they've had enough for the day and they won't be eating the rest of the day. Well, hell, I would have gotten a burrito or something. This is what I get. This is the whole thing. Oh, okay, fine. They're very funny, but they do not seem to understand this idea that most of us, don't plan our whole lives around the meals. But anyway, being raised with I'm one of 6 children, I should tell you. I'm one of 6 kids, 2 boys and 4 girls. The good thing is that my father spent some time in the Army before he became a father, and when he had 6 children, he realized he had his own platoon. So we were actually raised with hand signals, okay? I kid you not. We had mound up, we had, forward on, they had whistles. We were to know the whistles. They had a whistle, and if they blew it, when I was growing up, our pool was a block away, okay? They had a whistle, right? They blow the whistle a block away, and we were to hear it. Whether you were under the water or not, it was your responsibility to hear it and get back home, okay? Streetlights. Anyone have to go home when the streetlights were on?
Yes.
We made the mistake once of mentioning that the streetlights where we weren't on, and that's why we didn't come home. That rule immediately changed to when the streetlight came on in front of our house, we had to be home. We did not care we had to be able to come back. Right. But he came up with unique ways to teach us things. For example, the secret to business. Kenny Rogers, the gambler. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run, know when to count your money when you're sitting at the table, right? Time to know, right? Okay. Peer pressure. The safety dance. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, they're no friends of mine. Swear to God, I couldn't make that up. Not that creative. Competition was the eye of the tiger. Played every time before we went on the soccer field. And my absolute favorite was how he kept the 4 Irish Catholic daughters in line so that we wouldn't go off messing around with their boyfriends. We watched horror films. The more teenagers that died in a horror film, the happier he was. He gave it a higher rating. If the more teenagers that died, the better it was. Because see, the only teenagers that ever got killed were the ones that were messing around with their boyfriends in the back of the church. No girl was ever killed in church praying the rosary.
Okay, that's true.
This would be instructive every time we watched the film. So our nieces and nephews, and this is my last story, and I'll tell you. So our nieces and nephews, and my little 11-year-old niece came up to my sister and asked her a question about sex, and then my sister had to have the very uncomfortable conversation with her and explain why what she thought was correct was wrong. And so this reminded me of my sex education. At St. Rayfield School, 5th grade. We walked into class, and they stood up and took all the boys out of class. Okay? Sister Helen walked in with a film strip. I'm that old. It was a film strip machine. And then proceeded to teach us about the birds and the bees, which was so incredibly wrong and uncomfortable on every level, I can't even begin to tell you. And then after she was done teaching us, she then inserted the proper amount of guilt and anguish about what we had learned and why it was wrong what we had learned, and therefore we would never want to attempt to do any of the things we talked about. And then, see, this is a tragedy for me, but I'm okay. My counselor said if I just read through it, it'll be okay. Then they brought the boys back who had their own film strip. And everybody sat down and nobody looked at each other. And then it happened. You guys have 6 kids. Yeah. That means your parents did it 6 times.
So true.
So